So, hello, everybody. Namaste, Kunal ji, and Namaste, Arghya ji. So that's all I know in Hindi. So and Acha, which can be used like for everything, according to the PJ movie. So yeah, I really like Indian movies. They're amazing. I mean, the real movies. So yeah, so I'm not sure. Have you both visited this event already, or is it your first time?
For me, it's my first time.
For me, that's also first time.
Okay, good. So just a little bit about myself. I'm autistic. That's not an excuse for messing up the morning today. There's no excuse. But, well, if I say something which you don't like, just let me know. And I'll do my best because, well, I don't want to insult anybody. So the idea is that, oh, you cannot see my screen now, I think. Or can you? New share this one, not the screen, but the window. Can you see my my GitHub thing now?
Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, it's not showing me the green border when it's maximized. Yes, one more bug. So basically, the idea is that we have a meetup. This one, I'll put the link in the chat. I used to be a backend developer. I still am, but I'm moving more into developer advocacy and developer relationship role. So basically, I've been to a number of courses and I've read some books, and I had this idea that basically it's idea of this person. So, second, basically, if you watch this lecture, that's from the README file, you will see that a lot of people got really good jobs and they found their dreams because they started participating in open source. And you'll find it's this one. I've actually spoken to Benjamin. He's a really nice person. So and then I met another person, Sal, and Sal is an amazing person, and Sal's hobby is to help people to make their first contribution to open source, because it's the hardest part. So my idea is that I don't like things. Well, there are things like LeetCode, HackerRank, Exercism.io. They all have a right to exist, and I believe they have their usefulness, but they teach you to solve artificial problems. And why would you spend few years on solving these problems and then doing 4 years at uni if you can go and start working for a really nice cause right now? So I need a volunteer, guys. One of you. Kunal? Okay, yeah, good, thank you. So Kunal, what do you like? What is your like? What I enjoy doing in your free time most?
There are two things that I do in my free time. First is learning about DSA, because I don't belong from a CS background, but it's been 8 years that I've been working in the as an IT engineer. So that is one of my most important.
You said BSA.
tasks.
What is BSA?
Sorry, DSA, data structures and algorithms.
Oh, data search and analysis.
Yes.
Okay.
Data structures.
Data structures analysis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is one of my favorite things to do when I'm not working.
That's good.
Time. And the other is I'm a diehard Manchester United fan, so I try not to miss any of the matches.
Wow, that's really good. So can you let me know the reasons for you joining this meetup? Because this way I can help better.
Yeah, sure. So the reason I joined this meetup is that I felt this is a launch pad that you're organizing to actually help people make their first contribution to open source projects, and this is an area that I feel would be a logical next step as I further go along with my career. I've been working with many open source technologies like Apache Spark and Apache Hudi. So I know what the open source community really is doing very silently, I would say. And I really want to make be a part of that huge set of contributors.
Wow.
But on the flip side, I constantly feel that I'm not qualified enough to start working with open source because being from a non-sales background, I don't have the fundamentals like networking and all that things that I'm still learning. Wow. So that's where I wanted to join this meetup and then have a discussion, evaluate for where I need to take myself next.
Okay.
And hopefully start the open source journey as soon as possible.
Okay. And maybe if I learn a bit more about I don't know how to pronounce your name, mates. I don't want to insult you.
Yeah, that's Arghya. Actually, Arghya.
Arghya.
Yeah.
Okay. Arghya. Right. So, good. So can you tell me about yourself and why you are here?
Yeah. I am currently in my engineering 4th year, and got a job in UI as associate software developer. But I am here to know about the open source, and I know about you from the comment section of Kunal Kushwa. So then I see there that you are organizing this kind of meetup to spread the awareness of open source among the community, among the people. So, and actually I've never did any open source commit or any GitHub type of open source work. So I want to start this. So for this reason I joined.
Okay, and guys, later if you want to be, because are you both located in India or what is your location?
Mine?
Yeah, yours and Kunal's.
My location is India. That is in West Bengal. There is a state in India, West Bengal. There is a state. Actually, I'm a Bengali.
Oh, Bengali. That's nice. And Kunal, you? What about you?
Yeah, I'm also Bengali, and I also found your meetup link from Kunal Kushwa's post. And but I'm currently based out of Hyderabad. That's like Telangana. That's another state. Sure. So I've been in Hyderabad.
The reason why I'm asking is that if you like what I'll show you now, I can help you to. Well, the Bengali is a language, right? And there's a lot of people speaking it, and maybe some of them, or maybe a lot of them, will be comfortable to have this meetup in Bengali language, which I don't know. I cannot know all the languages. So if you want, like, just think about it. We can create a Bengali group together, and you'll be managing it, and I'll be helping you to like resolve issues and stuff. I'm trying to do the same thing for like North America, for different groups, because I don't know local stuff. And well, it can help because I want to create an impact. Because if I help one person from Bengali, somebody who could not afford, like not everybody's parents can afford to send child to university. So if I help this person, the person will help the whole community, and well, that's good. So. And also I want people to be able to work remotely so they can choose whether they want to go to, let's say, United Kingdom, which is a nice country, or they want to work from their home, earning the same salary. So that's my dream. It might be not very realistic, but that's my dream. I don't want people to leave countries because their homes because of army. I want them to leave because they want to, in a nice way. So anyway, let's start. So, Arghya,
yes.
What are your hobbies? What do you enjoy doing most in your free time?
Actually, I in my free time, I am exploring different kind of technologies, like different kind of technologies and various kind of library based on various programming language and this kind of thing. And another one is music.
So programming languages and music, you nailed it. Nice. So what we'll do now, so that's my repository, and we'll actually do it in the README file for now. So we'll create a branch, and actually I will do it in Notepad for now. Okay. What this? No. And I wanted to have, so we have interest. Music. Oh, actually, I can do it. Whatever. So I press E key. It's so you both of you have GitHub accounts, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know,
Yes.
you are, to be honest, you only need to know basics. So in my repo, it has this thing, and I want to create a new branch. I normally create new branches, but I do it. It will be later. So because I was because people questions they're repeating, so I started thinking about topics. Well, not topics. Love and open. Okay, so we'll have this thing, and this thing will be, what was it? Data search, data structures, right?
Right.
And data search. And the second one was sports. Was it? Now I can really insult it. Was it Manchester United or something?
That's right.
Okay. Let's call it football.
Yeah.
just because, well, not everybody is as good as Manchester United, and they don't want to accept it. They're afraid. And then we, your hobby was computer science, right? Programming languages, right?
Yeah, programming language and different kind of technologies.
What is your favorite language?
Java and Python. That is nothing is favorite, but I am comfortable with Java and Python. And but I like Python most.
Try Go then. I probably have tried. So dreams. Okay. So we just created it. This way. So to be honest, it's already open source contribution. I just don't like to do things multiple times if I can prevent it. So now we do that. Data structures and data search. You mentioned Apache Spark, and
That's right.
would you like to? So the best. Would you like to know it as to really know it? Well, so I can. So no. Let's. Would you like to be one of the people? No. Let's put it another way. So I think that the best way to progress in such things as Apache Spark is to actually create it. To be one of the people who create it. Because nobody in the whole world really knows Apache Spark. It's just too big. At least for example, for Java, nobody in the world knows it because it's not possible to remember all the APIs, all the versions, all the changes. It's not possible. But you can become a contributor. And that's, well, that matters. So I'm very tempted to talk about, sorry, there's Ananya coming. I'm very tempted to talk about MongoDB as well, because I think it's also open source, and by the look of your eyes, I think you might like it. So make a choice. Is it MongoDB or is it Apache Spark? Okay, let it be both.
You want?
Yeah,
Sure.
let it be both alphabetically. Apache Spark. We'll start because the idea is that we select 3 projects. Hello, Ananya. I'm very sorry for the mess up this morning. Apparently, I didn't add the link to the Zoom, and it was not possible to modify the meeting after it started, and maybe other things. So, but hopefully now it's resolved. So basically, what we are doing now, I've talked to Kunal and who just left. Okay, he'll be back, I hope, about things they like. And so Kunal likes data structures and data search and sports, and Orko likes programming languages, especially Java and Python. So now Kunal already became open source contributor, although he's not aware yet, because of him, pull request with this stuff has been created. So you're already officially open source contributor. Congratulations, under Apache license, by the way. I think it's Apache. So now what we are doing, we are going here. Because my idea is that instead of learning Apache Spark according to... Hello. Hi, Ananya. I hope you can hear us. So just let me know if you have any questions. So so you can study Apache Spark from the book or from the manual, and that's all cool. The problem is that it's too broad. It's not easy to understand where exactly you should concentrate. Even like which book to choose is not easy. And that's just too much for one human. And you will learn a lot of stuff which you don't actually need, like a lot of stuff. So instead of that, what I propose is we go to Apache Spark. We fork it. I've already forked it, but so it will tell me that it cannot fork. I think I forked it. Oh, I didn't fork it. Well, that's, by the way, it's a contribution as well, a fork, because it will change their stats. And my idea is that we start contributing to Apache Spark in the way we are comfortable with. So you start with small changes. I'll show you this simple. And because even if you give them a big change now, even if it's all correct, they might not accept it just because they don't know you and they don't have time to like double check everything, even with the tests. So the only thing I didn't check.
Hi. Hello. Hi. I am Orko, but actually I joined from my computer. That's my sister's account. Sorry.
That's fine. So the one thing I forgot to tell that with Spark, we already know it's quite used, but my idea is that we take something you really love, because when I'm asking people, where do you want to work? A lot of people start saying finance. And then I start asking people what they like, what they're doing in free time. And not that many people are reading Financial Times to their grandmothers, like really. So people love different things. And I don't want people to find themselves locked in a small flat somewhere in center of London when they're 50 with no family and friends. It's a reality. And yeah. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. It's your choice, but well, there are other ways to earn a lot of money and stay happy with your family. So, well, this Apache Spark, so basically you just go to Apache and you check the repositories. And then you check repositories, you can sort them by, let's say, number of stars. And you can see that this one is more or less alive. 2 days ago, it's actually quite alive, 51,019. Because I don't see point in checking out something which does not benefit. So your idea is to find your love, find a group of people who love the same stuff, find a company who made it their job, and find how you can help them by doing something you love, the people and the company. So with Apache Spark, because basically, let's say you create your own database, which nobody uses, and it doesn't affect your work really much. So, well, why? I mean, maybe like 100 years from now, somebody will use it to, I don't know, write a math book. But right now, well, so let's see. So we opened this Apache Spark, and we have our fork for it, I think. Second, if I fork it now, it will say that it already has a fork. And I don't know much about Apache Spark like at all. Yeah, sorry for the mess in the room. It's actually much clearer than yesterday. So we are looking at the project, which is already in my in my GitHub repo. And let's see if there's anything we don't like there, like anything. That's a link, that's fine, because normally I can start with typos or something, because a lot of, oh, that's interesting, but that would be, I could like argue that this dot is not the best here. Maybe it should be italic or something. Yeah, I think it should be italic. So in the worst case, we'll fix this thing. I don't know why would they have quotes here, double quotes. Oh, because it's on the website. Okay, we won't fix that. For example, that's all right. Running tests. It's good. That's the problem with some projects, that they are too clean, but almost always I find something to fix. So now there's this. So I think I found something. Yeah, this one. So we go here, edit button. So people can do it from their mobile phones. So I have students from different parts of the world. Not everybody has a laptop. So now I'm going here. Oh, there's also one more thing. If I go to Apache Spark, they might have like contributing MD file. Yeah. Let's just quickly check it, because my idea is that I don't want to spend 3 days reading all the docs to make sure my contribution is correct, but I don't want to ignore it. So normally I check if contributing MD exists to set some house rules, and then I look at the pull requests which have been closed to see like how they're named. So there's some contributing to Spark guide. Well, the change is quite important. Those, well, it's brackets, but we're doing it for our project, so for our idea, so it is quite important. Now, if we go to pull requests here, we can choose the closed ones. We'll call it, oh, that's good, because I didn't know. So you see, minor. So I will tell it's minor. So here, where was this? Yeah, here. Now we need to find how to MD file italics, right? I want to make it italics. How do they do it? So is it really enough? Let's see. Because I really didn't like those brackets. Okay. Let's see preview. Yeah. So I think that looks better than those brackets with a period inside of them. That wasn't clear. I know it's silly, but well, actually it's silly to a certain degree, because now people don't, they won't have their eyes stuck at this stuff. So now we go here and we write, we copy it from here. So for example, that one. Okay. Yeah, this one. Yeah, good. Minor. I'm not opening. It is possible to raise an issue, but it takes time. And this is a minor thing. So I've already been in a situation when I raise an issue and then I fix minor thing, and then somebody goes and fixes it and then says, oh, actually there is well, one of the moderators actually like, sorry, we didn't notice you already fixed it as well. So So this thing was which one? It was down, lower, that, yeah, that's good. Oh, that actually wrong as well. Or maybe not. That's English grammar. I won't touch it, but they might be have downloaded instead. Anyway, so that's minor. We want to create a new branch because you might be fixing several issues from your fork. So I really prefer to have each fix separately because then you can continue working easily. Yes, we don't know. Maybe this fix will never be accepted, right? So, God's sake, where is it? This one. So how do you call it? Pre-build package. Being outdated. Now it looks much better than round brackets with okay, that's done. That's done. Now the branch naming. So we check how they name their branches if they did. So I don't know. Let's see. Sorry. Minor code style. Okay, let's call it minor code style. Minor. Okay, and we are clicking this button. And now there's a small trick that at the previous one, if I click merge, it will merge to my master, but I can click here. And now if I create pull request, it will go to Apache Spark master. Oh, there's a Richard as well. And there's Steph. So I just noticed them. So I will, yeah. So hello, Richard. Hello, Dev. Sorry for the mess up today. I realized that there were no Zoom link, but I couldn't modify it because it has started already. So yeah, sorry. I hope it will not repeat ever, but so today we are speaking about. So basically, Kunal is a very experienced. Is a very experienced developer. He wants to start doing open source, and Kunal really likes data structures and data algorithms and Apache Spark. So it's like discovering 100 kilos of your favorite ice cream for free. What Kunal tells me, because so what we did, we went to Apache Spark project, we forked from it, and now we are raising a pull request to Apache Spark. Now they have some templates because and we need to read this template because normally they put it for a reason. So yeah, this is contributor guidelines. Well, They're more or less the same everywhere. We can read them, but they are more or less the same. Oh, so actually that's important. We'll take a look at this later. But you see, if I spend time reading it, then it will be like till tomorrow. It's a lot of stuff. Tests we don't need. It's been a text fix. So we didn't raise an issue because it's a minor change. Okay, that's all good. Our change is so minimal. Oh my God. And that's a lot. Sorry, guys. And we do create pull request. And now, Kunal, myself, and all of you guys, we are officially a contributors to Apache Spark. So I understand it's a README file. I understand it's the simplest thing we could have created, because basically what we did is that in the README file here, where are you? So in the README file here, there was this download section. Where was it? Yeah, this one. And it had dot inside, and I didn't like it. So I thought of removing the dot or putting it besides. And then we just made it italic. So we made it look like, second. So we made it look like, yeah, this one. So it looks better, at least to my sense. And we did it all from Chrome browser. We didn't even clone it to our local repo. We only modified it in the fork and then created the pull request, which I'm doing to show people that you don't really need like even a laptop. You can do it from your mobile phone. I understand well, because not everybody has a laptop. Although there's VM integration, I think if I press I here, no, not I. What was the key for was it Windows side or? So E is modifying this thing, but there was also a VM thing, and I don't remember the key. I don't remember the shortcut. It's possible to git open Visual Studio short control. This one. Anyway, always say, oh, maybe it's a dot. Maybe it's a dot. Is it a dot? Let's see. Yeah, you press a dot and you can edit it there. It's inbuilt visual something. And let's see about what is it? Visual Studio Code. So now what's next? So let's say Kunal and we did this fix. So besides that, we are officially contributors and all the nice stuff, and that our thing here looks better now. Yeah, it's already 2 contributions. So the next thing, there are actually 2 things. First of all, because we do this stuff for 2 reasons: because we love it, and because we love Apache Spark, and because we can help other people who are using Apache Spark with something. We can help them with something, and there will be a 3rd stage as well. So, like if we were going to continue it, and you can see it's easy, but because I'm explaining, it's takes longer. So if I started doing like the proper local build, it would have taken a bit longer. So that's, to be honest, it's the hardest part. But if we check contributing to Apache Spark, so there are so many ways to contribute. So basically it describes everything. So I would suggest that, Kunal, if you want to volunteer, I'm not sure how busy you are, so it's not like an obligation, but probably just consider of going through Apache Spark's contribution HTML and check what would you like to do, which kind of contributions, because there are so many, like really many. But just for the sake of argument, let's imagine that you want to start with fixing things. And because we already made README ideal, you don't have any other choice but go to the requests. And some of the projects, they even have simple requests open for first-time contributors. So you go in Apache Spark, obviously you'll fork it later. You go and you check, not sure what this thing, 2 of 3 checks, okay, what they didn't like. That's something. Okay. It says that I didn't enable. Okay, if I forget, I go and there's something called Apache Actions, which I haven't used yet. Okay. Now it's, I guess now it's enabled. So yeah, I'll fix that later. That's not that important. But you see, for example, this one. So because I don't know your current level, but I suggest just to get the feeling of the project, you go through the README file, you go through contributing MD, and then, well, at least README file, yeah, contributing MD. But don't go too deep, and think about like where can, after that, you need to understand where do you want to start contributing. So, for example, you might want to start contributing by closing issues. For example, this one. So that's already requires coding. So for that, you'll need to learn how to build it locally, to check it out locally. And here comes an interesting part, is that I don't like when people are, I personally don't like when people are unnamed heroes, because if you start contributing, Kunal, to Apache Spark, but you'll be giving your energy, but if you don't get anything in return, you'll burn out. Like really, it doesn't matter how positive you are and how good person you are. At some point, you will burn out because, in a way, you're working for free. I understand that your skills are improving, but you're working for free. So what I suggest you should do is think of all this stuff as a journey, right? So with no end. That's so, and think that, well, you might think that you don't know open source, right? But because you joined today and because of your previous experience, you already know more than 99.9 maybe population of India, or let's say 70%, more than 70%. So, and there's a lot of people who want to know that, but they didn't come today. Maybe some of them because of my mistake with Zoom, and some of them for other reasons. So I would like you, if you, for example, if you choose this path to follow, this journey, I would like you to start writing about your journey and sharing it with people, so people can give you feedback, how it is beneficial to them, or if they think that you're going the wrong way. There might be some trolls, but just block them. Just don't even waste your time. Report them and block them. I haven't seen a single troll yet. They will come. They will probably hack our meeting once or twice, and then we'll improve our security measures. But, well, that's life. So, because this Apache Spark thing, so choose something you really like in Spark, or like you mentioned data structures. This is secure. If you learn how to fix this one, although it sounds easy, I guess you learn how to run their tests as well. And then you will learn how to do more important things. And even when you do it today, basically what we can do now, it's we can actually take this request. We can take this one, and we can do that. And we can go to, 1 second. That will be, I keep forgetting this stuff. Is it like this? And then I can, I'm trying to save the screen, but I keep forgetting how exactly this thing is done. Windows screen, shifts, I don't remember. I need it. I'm trying to get a picture of a screenshot because we are going to share it with the world. We're going to share it with the world right now. And screenshots, where are the screenshots? Then pictures. They're here, and the date 10:45. That's us. So, oh, not nice. Okay, I don't remember again, but I can probably just save as. Yeah, let's do the other way around. Let's do it this way. So now we're going to share, and when you're sharing, it's important to understand who you're sharing it for, because you're not sharing it for yourself. Currently, I'm sharing it to get more people to start with us. So when you'll be sharing, let's say, you don't, sometimes you won't even realize that you contributed. So you've checked it out and you tried to start building it, or you've just checked it out. You've just checked it out, actually write a tweet that I've checked out Apache Spark, and I hope it will be, I'm sure it will be an interesting journey and so on. Then you spend some time, you make it build. So basically every day, where just every day you worked on it, just write stuff you discovered, but not like about yourself that, oh, I became so much cooler now, but about like stuff you discovered that, oh guys, did you know that in Apache Spark you can do such and such? Oh guys, did you know that there was such and such bug? Oh guys, and so on. So people will notice, they will start noticing that there's Kunal and there's Apache Spark, and this thing, they happen together all the time. And besides that, we will, after you do few contributions, maybe in 2 weeks time, come to me. And even if they don't work, the local stuff, even if it build completely fails, doesn't really matter, come to me and I'll recommend you to the London Java meetup, and we can also make our recording and we'll put it on YouTube. And so basically what I want to happen, what I would suggest, if you're comfortable, start coming with your talks to the meetups, start submitting your talks to conferences, even to the weak ones. They won't accept you, but at least you'll be in the list. But the small ones, they might accept you, especially the online ones. Like I will be doing a talk to Brazil group, quite a big one actually, this Thursday. I can share the link later if you're interested, guys. And this way, well, when you become that visible, so it really changes your life around you. I've been doing it for 2 months, and I had 20 views of my LinkedIn before that. Now I have 1,500 plus, and I have like very senior people contacting me with some of them. One of them was from Forbes list, Forbes 30 under 30, and she just told me that, you know, mate, you're doing a great job, just don't stop. And well, that helps. So now I want to thank my friends from, let me check if I'll just quickly check if there's like nobody stuck in the waiting list. No, there's no. From together that I will add, because I want because I want to have a link. It will be this. Yeah. From for making our first contribution to Apache. I'm just thinking how to link it in. Here's sub project. Oh, so it's a dash. It's a dash. If that's the right one. No, that's not the right one. Apache Spark.
Can you just try just with Spark?
Sorry?
Just try with Spark. Spark. SPARK.
Ah, Spark. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Which one? There's so many. We'll do this. We'll do it. Apache. We'll do this one. Spark. Okay. And now we will do it open source. I still need to learn about marketing because the way the engine work of the LinkedIn works, because I've read somewhere that after 3 hashtags it starts ignoring them altogether. So I need to read, because Twitter works one way, LinkedIn works another way, and you want to help people, you want to reach them, but you want to reach them in a non-invasive way so they don't block you, and you don't want to use bad techniques of like following everybody and then unfollowing everybody. So Apache Spark. Okay. And GitHub. Special thanks go to the. This guy is amazing. This guy is amazing. No, it's not you. But I'm just.
No, CH.
Oh,
yeah, that,
this one? Yeah.
Yep.
And
no. Yeah,
second one, this one?
yeah. This one. Scroll down. Please scroll down. Yeah, that's one. Yeah.
For supporting me. Okay. That's why. Okay, so now I'll post it, and well, it keeps telling me to post in this Java developers community, but there's also open source community. So although I'll post here, I want actually to post it in the open source as well. And these things I'm still learning them, guys. I can talk with you about imposter syndrome, or I can talk to you later. I'll actually show you a link on YouTube. So London Java community, but first we want to find the group. So open source, I want to find a group which is called open source, and how do I find it? So we need groups. And this one. Oh, too many groups. And open source open. Yeah, this one. This one's quite popular. So yeah, that will be that's okay. That's okay. So yeah, now what I wanted to show is this thing. Java community. It's this, guys. So I've already shared the link to my own repository, which is this one, our repository. So you can always come and fix stuff there. you're more than welcome to. And it has links. So especially this one and this book. This book is about that find your love, which it will be like a core, but then you're making it bigger. So because when we are selfish, I can be selfish, for example, then, well, the world doesn't really benefit from me. So, well, I don't like life when I don't make things better around me. So then you find the cause, then so it's like, so it's a book. I don't really remember much because it's a book, but basically you find something you love, then you find a group of people who share the love, and then you find a way how you can help them. And well, that's what we did with Apache Spark right now. So besides demoing them and raising awareness, so here I wanted to actually add the imposter syndrome now, because if we go here in videos, London Java community, it's not actually London anymore because it's online as well a lot. And it's not Java anymore because you can speak about yoga there, and people do speak about Tai Chi and language studies, anything. So, and it's free. And I am one of the members, and we have Java champions talking, and we have special, and we have lightning talks. So people learn how to talk. So we teach them how to create like a talk, and then we give them a chance to speak for like 7 minutes. So please join. So that will make you more visible. And what is more important, even more important, that will show other people how to follow Kunal's steps. So let's imagine then Kunal and Arghya, they decide to create a Bengali meetup about open source as part of our meetup, and we'll work together to help people who prefer to speak in Bengali, or they not prefer, they feel more comfortable at least doing this stuff. At least it will be faster in many ways. And yeah, why not? Why not? I'm sure there's demand. I'm sure it's a beautiful language. So, sorry, with my autism, sometimes I forget what I was speaking about before. So basically, for example, you create such a group. That's an amazing talk. That's a really amazing talk, because just come to us and speak, because there are that many millions of Bengali speaking people, and we just created a meetup for them, and we run our first thing on we are going to run it. And just think how many kids can now, or adults or whoever, can now open their laptops or tablets or something and start contributing to stuff they like. It can be water purification, it can be, I don't know, farming industry, it can be music, it can be databases, anything, because all the major issues, they're all in open source. So I think here we have my talk on burnout. But I don't remember depression. Maybe this one. Maybe this one. But I don't remember. So, but basically, I was giving a talk on the burnout and depression. I've been into clinical. I had a clinical depression. I'm depressed right now. I'm on heavy medication. It's getting better. I'm getting things fixed. But the short message is that everybody is like, every single IT person in the world has imposter syndrome, because nobody knows everything. And there's always, like always, somebody who knows it best. But this somebody who knows it best, guys, whatever, let's say, Kunal, there's somebody who knows Apache Spark better than you. Arghya, there's somebody who knows Java better than you. Richard and Dev, sorry, I don't know who is Dev, but there's somebody who knows something better than you. But it's you who are making this event today happening, and it's you who contributed to Apache Spark now, and it's you who resulted in this post on LinkedIn getting created. So if somebody now becomes interested in it's Devesh, hi Devesh, namaste. So if somebody joins, when somebody joins to our group, and they will start benefiting from it, and they will get a job, or they will get they will learn Apache Spark, and they will get not just a job, but like ideal job, earning lots of money and helping the community. It will be because of you, and not because of that fictional and non-existent person who knows something better than you. Because in the end, it matters what you did for the community, and it depends, and it matters how you did it. Because if you did it in a visible way, so people know that it's you doing it, it will be easier for you to get something in return, at least like thank you and salary in case of company, or maybe sponsorship or something. And this way you don't burn out, and this way you keep helping. And it is much cheaper for people than going to university, because unis are not cheap. And it's much more efficient, because how many years do you have to spend in uni to start contributing to Apache Spark? Does it happen? And check how much unis cost, even just not working, because somebody could be working on an entry-level job and earning money. Instead of it, this person will be spending money on uni and food, and not earning money as well comes there, and it's a lot. So why? I mean, surgeons should go to uni, but IT people, not always. Not everything requires to go to uni. There are exceptions like supercomputers, maybe CPU creation, but I'm not sure even there. So yeah, questions. Sorry, once again, I'm sorry for the late meetup, and but yeah, no excuse. I'm sorry. So, but it's been for quite some time now. So let me know your questions. It will be weekly, so you can always come back and ask questions. And we can have 101. You contact me, we find some time, and we do 101. The channel will grow, so at some point I won't be able to do it, but by this time I will have friends like Kunal and Arghya and Richard and Devesh, who will be able to like help other generations or other newcomers, and we'll go into groups and stuff. And I'm not sure if anybody is doing what we're doing right now. So these people so a lot of people know a lot of stuff better than us, but it's us who created this meetup. It's us who will be creating the Bengali group of the meetup. Nobody else did it. And people who will be helping, they won't care that I don't speak Bengali perfectly. They won't care that Kunal doesn't know something. They will care for the way we help them. So yeah, please ask your questions. I can keep speaking till the morning. I'm really crazy about, with my autism, this open source, I can just go till the morning.
So you said that you have started with your open source journey like for 2 months or something.
Yeah, I got a free ticket to the conference from London Java community. Actually, they asked me if I can help. That's one of the ways, actually. When you go to conferences, speak to people. Technologies don't matter in the ways that you can read about them, but you can speak to people and speak to them about technologies, and it will affect the way you read or what you read, and it will create connections. So when going to this one, I actually bumped into Benjamin. So this guy. So we just started talking because he was very nice. So he waited for me to take some pictures so he didn't block the view. And I thanked him, and we started speaking. And then after 1 hour of speaking about artificial intelligence and stuff, actually it came out that actually he is one of the main speakers there at the event, because he is working in GitLabs, and he's working on Copilot. It's artificial intelligence, which is writing code for you. So because a lot of code can be predicted, so it fixes the stuff. It just writes this code, something like this. But I've been to this one. So he showed a number of examples, numerous examples. Actually, he himself started doing, got a job because he started doing open source, and he showed how easy it is and that how many ways there are. So it's not only about code modification. So if you can, as you can see here, helping other users. It's not always modifying code. It's maybe setting it up, or it's maybe, well, it may be translating it to Bengali. For some projects, it will matter more than for other projects. So there are people who got jobs in like Google because they translated something. I think I might be wrong in details, but the idea is that so like reviewing changes, documentation, technical writers can grow from here. And then I basically I've listened to his talk, and when he asked for questions, I asked like, well, that's all nice, but how do you start? And then there was this amazing person. This person is so amazing, you won't believe it. Kimmich, I think. Can you still see my screen? So Sal, yeah. So Sal Kimmich. Sal is using pronoun they, them. It's a new thing for me. So, but I'll try to use they. So they, their resume is, well, guys, if you just check it. So Sal started with research and technology at Boeing. It was the first job, as I understand. So, and then Sal did MIT, and then it like skyrocketed. Then Sal skyrocketed. It's like half a joke because, well, everything is amazing. But Sal's hobby is Sal takes one person, single mentee, and helps this mentee to make first contribution, because the hardest part of any open source project is actually to make it build locally. So I made Sal's idea and I simplified it, that I don't even make it built locally. I just show how to make the, I took idea from another guy who is, this one, Bruno Souza from Brazil. So I took his idea from, which he took from Simon Sinek's book, that find your love, find people who can benefit from it, and find a way how you can find a group of people who are also sharing this love, and then find how you can benefit them. So for example, Manchester United, then find a company which will help Manchester United, which will be, for example, is it IMG Arena? Yeah. So these guys, I think they're like doing sport translations and stuff. So you find a company which does sport translations, and you help them to fix issues in their open source projects. So like indirectly, you're helping Manchester United. So what can be cooler? I mean, Manchester United is benefiting from your stuff. It's like, wow. If you tweet about it, I won't be surprised if you get at some point, if you get free tickets. You can even create like Manchester United open source fans club or something, whatever. Sky is the limit. So I took this idea, and then I took it. So then I thought, well, I've already mentored people, but it takes a lot of time, and it's only one person. So I thought, well, what if I start doing it to groups of people? And I ignite them with this idea, and I show them that, well, there's MIT, there are universities, and there's standard career, but you can do something slightly different. So you can really concentrate on doing stuff which has to be done, and not doing stuff which doesn't have to be done. So not reading the books which won't be used at your work. I'm thinking about technical books, not about fictional stuff. Not working 14 hours per day and missing your family, not relocating to another country just because of money, because you grow so fast and so big now that you can afford working from your home. And if you want to go to London, then you buy tickets for the whole family and go to London and spend a week there. So why not? Like, really, I'm that serious here. So just, if you want to go to Europe, yeah, you can relocate if you want to like live in Europe, or if you don't really want and it's just money, then you can buy tickets to Greece for the whole family in a luxury hotel and enjoy a few weeks there. Why not? Well, it won't happen like in a day, but if you keep doing this stuff and you keep growing, and we will choose, I will help you to choose projects, like one, let's say 3 projects from different companies. So if Apache Spark doesn't hire you, somebody else will, because people will know that you are the true expert, because you will learn stuff from Apache Spark few years before it gets in the book. So you will be the one writing books. So yesterday I was speaking to one person, 1 second. Let's see. Oh, maybe we can check mine. It's replies. Today. Basically, yeah. So Tanya, she's all about application security. And yesterday she just wrote that she's writing a book. And yesterday she just asked people who know something about security or anything, or just willing to check the index of the book. Like, is she missing any chapters? So I checked, and although I don't know security, I know only like really basics. I immediately saw that, okay, OWASP certification is, or OWASP threats is not there. So I think like this, right? 10 principles. Then this thing is not there. It's called OWASP top 10. It describes like they updated yearly, but it describes the vulnerabilities, like the basic knowledge, the fundamentals. And also what I found is that OWASP has GitHub. So if now somebody comes to me and says he or she wants to learn the security, I will say that, well, we need to find why, because that's the case when certification actually might matter, because you want to, like, some certificates, they are more important than others. But besides certification, you might want to start contributing if you want to, not just to use security, but you want to be like, I don't like word ninja, but you want to be like what other people, if you want to benefit the most to the society, you might want to start creating the security. So you can open the OWASP and you can check the repositories. It's, come on guys, it's 900 and they are more or less actively used. I think if we sort them by stars, we might find even 21,000 stars. So if one of you has interest in security, just do that and write about it. How many students in your uni or how many people at your work are contributing to OWASP security, not using it, but contributing? And then we put it on your LinkedIn, and then we make sure that OWASP is aware, and we start telling people about OWASP, but you will know more than other people. Even if you talk about these 10 principles of OWASP, 10 major points, you'll be talking in a very different way. People will see that you've been to this place. It's probably, if I go to, like, on a journey to Kunal's house, I don't know, have a lunch with him, then and somebody will just watch a TV and will be speaking and will try to fake my journey. Just by listening to me, you'll see that, oh, I've actually been to this place and that other person hasn't. And it will create trust between me because I'll be speaking, well, I like that, and that person will be speaking only cliches from like YouTube and stuff. And that person will lose trust. So something like this. I know it's been a long one, guys. I'm sorry about that. Any more questions, or we can close for now? We have one in this evening as well. If you want, you can join there as well. It's all free and there's no, well, I welcome everybody, so it's okay if you want to join in the evening. So, yeah, any questions? Any last minute questions? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello?
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Richard. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to start by saying that I'm quite confused at some things here. And, I'm pretty much new to about open source, and
okay,
I like want to actually like delve into the journey and see what gives for me. Yeah. And I tried to like apply for Google Summer of Code last time, earlier this year. Yeah, but the whole thing was kind of overwhelming. They were saying we should kind of give a thesis or something like that. It was just so overwhelming, and I tried to post on Twitter to like I need help in these, but I think it didn't really get to, I didn't really get to have any much response on that. It was just basically likes I got and basically no comment. So I sort of dropped it, and I really want to like join open source and
let's
at
do
least,
it.
yeah.
Let's do it now. So obviously, I'm very sorry that I didn't start it like at the great time because, but if you come to today's one or if you come next week on Sunday, I think I'll probably change days later. We can use your example. So my thing will be, not everybody is lucky enough to get Google Summer Code, this stuff, right? But we can skip this step. We can start working in Google right now. It will take us like 30 seconds or something. So we go here. Oh, we won't get paid, but we'll start working on Google stuff. We go, oh, for God's sake, how do I do that? Okay, Google. Go here. It's already a repository. So we see repositories. Which one? No, it's topic. No. Go back. Sorry, usually it's faster. I want to see this one, repository. So Google has 2,000 repositories. So it's a fake example. It's just for the sake of argument, because actually I will start with what you love, not with Google, but like for the sake of argument. So let's see, I don't like this one. This one is volatile enough. It's Guava. So you can fork it. It's already started on my machine. And now I'm officially an open source contributor because I forked it. So it's changed the statistics for Google and it changed my profile here, right? So now if I start modifying, let's say I go to README and I find something which is wrong there and I fix it, I'm already officially a contributor. And then I will go to the issues. And the 650, I found something I'm comfortable with. And by the way, like, because you're starting, because I understand, even when I just check it out, I will already, when I fork, I will write that I forked it. I will write a post and I will write why it happened. Obviously, you won't probably start with Google because this one is an example just for the sake of argument. But for example, if you're doing football, if you are into football, we can start with IMG Arena, the one I showed before. So it will be all of GitHub. So it will be 1 second. Guys. So, and then you post about it, you'll become visible and it will be using latest technologies. So you'll become an expert and it will happen. So I think you mentioned that like unit tests or something like this, it will just happen as a side effect that you will learn the stuff. But you will learn it not from books and, you know, like banging your head against the wall or the desk, trying to understand the stuff. You will actually learn it by doing in a natural way. So the difference is like somebody will try to learn to play football by reading books and you're learning to play football by playing with a coach and friends. And these friends, for example, in IMG, actually even in the Google, right? So if you were working on this Guava thing, then people who are managing it, they are working in Google. If you just go to here and I think it should, yeah, it's used, there's 200. So these people, normally it will be quite hard to get to these people because they're extremely highly paid professionals and well, they get bombarded by all the agents all the time. But as you start contributing, you will start actually talking to them. So you will start having real friends who actually work with Google or in Google. And although, well, you might not end up in Google, but you will end up somewhere quite good anyway, or maybe better than Google. There are so many companies who want people who actually, because this way you get to the level when you're actually already doing stuff they're doing in Google. So there will be a guy who did who has a degree from Oxford, and this guy has a degree, has a like a lead code number, I don't know, something, and done 500 exercises on lead code. And there's you, and all you did, you just fix half of the Guava. So with this guy, he, smart and so on. So there's a high chance that this guy will succeed in Google, but you already succeed in Google. It already happened. So it's less risky for me to hire you because I know that you always are doing this stuff. If that helps. There's, for example, so yeah, there are many examples. So please come back to the later meetings and remind me, Richard. Then we'll take your case and we'll do our first contribution. And then when you run into problems, because we all run into problems, we'll just work together and we'll seek advice, and we'll speak in London Java community and other places. And we'll get you to the level with or without Google Summer of Code. Your life won't stop. That should not stop just because you are not accepted there. I'm not in Summer of Code as well, but I'm fine. And well.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome, Mike. You're welcome. And yeah, and by the way, guys, I'm also thinking of creating a like subdivision in North America, because my real goal is to help people from underprivileged and discriminated and diverse groups. So because sadly, often these people, they cannot send their kids to universities, and I think it's not fair, and the industry really needs these people. So well, that's why I'm here, because my initial idea was actually to start contributing to OpenGTK because I wanted to learn Java. And then I thought that, well, this way I help only myself. But if I'm doing this stuff, I help a lot of people. So, well, but that's my personal choice. Okay, any last minute comments, questions? So we close it and we meet again next Sunday, hopefully. Okay, I'll take it as a yes. Let's meet again, and thank you very much, guys. So again, oh, Devesh, yeah. I can see Devesh raised a hand.
No, I just acknowledge.
Oh,
clap to you. Good job.
yeah, thank you. So I have a lot of Indian friends and colleagues at work. They're amazing. They're just so yeah. Sorry, I'm scratching myself. I'm allergic as well and autistic. It's not because I'm lying. I sometimes lie, but not very often. I don't like lying. Everybody lies, but I don't like lying. So yeah, let's close it. And thank you so much for making it happen. And because of you guys, we've written one post, we've submitted it to open source group. We contributed to a number of projects. We helped each other, and well, and myself as well. And maybe will result in having a Bengali community in open source from our side, and maybe North America as well. These areas are not covered. So if you know somebody who can benefit from it, so especially I'm interested in people who are from discriminated groups. For example, currently we don't have many ladies. Maybe they don't feel safe or something, so we can create a separate group for them. So if you know somebody like your sister or I don't know, your friend, we can have a private like meeting, like you, your friend, and me, and then we'll create this female group. So they have their safe space and they manage it on open source stuff. Because I have no idea why we don't have many ladies, and they're very smart. I've met so many good engineers, much better than me, who are ladies. Anyway, that's enough for one day. So thank you so much, guys, and let's meet again. And well, if you want to start, you can start today. Make tweets. I'm on the link. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Twitter. So I'm on dev2. Dev.2. It's this. Write small posts about it so that you've begun your open source journey, or you learned something about open source, and that you're waiting for the next to happen. Whatever you want. You can criticize me. It's fine. I'm fine with that. because I actually learn from this stuff as well. Okay. Criticize me for not starting in time. I will accept it gladly. All right. See you guys. And
Yeah, thank you.
yeah, stopping the recording, and it will go online on YouTube. But if you don't like anything, I will remove it from YouTube. Okay. Okay, cool. See you. Bye. Bye-bye.